what is it like to be a developer from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed? What does your day look like?
So yeah, to answer your question, I'm on this new health kick, this self-care kick. I think everyone's feeling that spiritual awakening shift that's happening right now, being in quarantine. And so I typically wake up, I stretch to some really nice 432 hertz music. And then from there, I do my workout, kind of get my mental mindset ready, and I start work. I typically come in, I check my emails, make sure that there's nothing urgent there. I'll check my list of support help tickets, make sure there's nothing urgent happening there, something that needs to happen in production, whether it's a failed report or something that's going out to a physician. I do work at a human genetics laboratory. And so we're working with highly sensitive patient data and reports that have to get out. And so if we have a glitch in the system or something like that, I have to get on that as soon as possible. So I'll check those out. I use the Pomodoro technique. I'm not sure if you've heard of it.
Tell me about it.
So it's actually, it's a productivity hack that a lot of engineers use, or probably people in general. It's where you work in 25-minute sprints and then you give yourself a 5-minute break.
Why
so
is
in
that
that 20, it's because you're putting yourself in a position where you're forcing yourself to focus for 25 minutes straight, no distractions on the phone. And so it's kind of like this power 25 minutes of just purely focusing on work. And then you kind of reward yourself. You get that 5-minute break. So it's really nice to be able to put yourself in a position where you're just focusing. So from there, I'm typically working on help tickets right now throughout the day. I have in the past done custom development. And I think that's changing now. I'll be transitioning from 100% support tickets, where I'm kind of fixing little bug fixes, and we're gearing back into custom development now that things are not as crazy at work. We can now focus on building new fun things, which is what I was doing initially. From there, I go into my lunch break. My lunch break is my sacred time. I do not miss it. I take the time out to eat. I'll work on my to-do list. I also take my tarot clients over my lunch break. So I have 12 p.m. Slots throughout the week, Monday through Thursday. I'll talk to friends. I really make it all about me and what it is that I feel that I want to do. From there, I head back on it. I work up until about 5-ish o'clock, where I'll then kind of wrap up my day, and then I'll send over my status report to my boss. Before, at the beginning of COVID, work-life balance was a little odd. I'd be working until midnight. I'd wake up early. It was just a really crazy time for, I think, all of us. And now is at that point in time with COVID, it was just really crazy. So we were all working really crazy. Honestly, I think we were afraid to lose our jobs, if I'm to be completely frank with you. Sure. I think most people were in this mental position of like, work as hard as you can because you want to prove your value. Because we did have people that were furloughed. We did. And so it's just really unfortunate. So I think we were all in this mindset of do what you have to do to, go above and beyond. And now things are really great. Things have slowed down in the best way, but I still have a bunch of colleagues that work very late into the night, and it's very interesting. I notice it's mostly the males.
Really?
And I think, yeah, like for sure. It seems like, obviously as women, we have children, we have homes to take care of, I think in a very traditional context. So we don't really have that extra time on our hands when we're taking care of those things. Either that, or as a woman, we just really value like our time outside of work.
Sure.
I don't really know what it is. It's something with that. And it's something that I've noticed. Like, it's the men that will work until I'll see like pull requests come through at like 2 a.m. that
Oof,
will wake
that's
me up. I'll hear the
brutal.
ding on my phone. And I even kind of fought that a little bit. I did not want to get the messaging system on my phone. And they were like, Olivia, you got to get it. Like, I like to have very clear boundaries. When I'm at work, I'm at work. And when I'm not at work, I'm not at work.
Sure.
Because I have my son. So I like to be fully, give him my full attention. So yeah, that's pretty much my day. Is that good information or?
Yeah, that's very helpful. So one of the things that you mentioned in your day is that you stop at lunch to do some tarot readings. And that's not something I expected you to say as a developer. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so I am Creole. So my entire family's from Louisiana, New Orleans, Opelousas area. So it's just in my blood to sort of be more intuitive and have some psychic abilities. And so I actually got more intentional about my tarot business a few years ago. And I was sort of in a spiritual closet for a while. And about a year ago, I decided to break open and just put it out to the world. And it's been a business that has been incredible for my spirituality, and also to help other people along their journeys in life, help to give them direction, help to know that they're being guided and being supported from the other side, if you will. And yeah, it's been really, really great. I love it.
And how does having that kind of intuition about people help you as a developer?
Ooh, I am very sensitive to energies and emotions. And so I feel like I have a pretty good grasp of how to angle conversations with different people, and how to determine how to ask a question to someone I may need to get information from, or even if there's not conflict at work, but maybe a contrasting opinion from mine, how to approach that specific person and not make it a thing. Or
Sure.
I think that's been really helpful, even with having conversations with my boss, letting him know, where I want to be, where I want to go, the different line items that I enjoy working on. And not only that, if I feel like I have an issue with something, understanding how to approach him versus how to approach someone else. So just being really sensitive to other people and how they receive information.
That's super helpful. And then the other thing you mentioned is that you're a mother. And I know that women face like very specific challenges in the workplace. How do you balance being a mom with being an engineer?
Well, I would love to say having those clear boundaries, but it's difficult to have work-life balance. When I don't know if it's a software engineer thing or if it's a biotech thing, if it's I'm not sure what it is, but specifically for me, there are all those expectations. If something comes up, stay late, stay until 7 or 8. And it does become very difficult. I need to pick up my son from daycare. And not only that, I want to give him my full attention. And so it definitely can be difficult. I think you just do the best that you can with also using the Pomodoro technique. It allows you to get more done throughout the day, so that you can feel proud of when you close out your day, you've done what you can, so that if someone approaches you late at night to do something, you can say, okay, well, can I wait until the next day? Because you have a good grasp of all of the work that you can get done, and that you can be super productive, and not only that, but efficient.